For homework, I have been set to create a tour of the Grand Canyon National Park. Now, I don't have the time or the money to go to the Grand Canyon in person, so I did the next best thing. Instead of spending my time editing this video like I should have done, I spent the entire weekend building a one-to-one replica of the Grand Canyon in Minecraft. Why? I just felt like it. But hey, if you want to check out the map, download it, play it for yourself, go explore, I got you, it's in the description, go check it out. Now, before we get started, I'm just gonna throw you some general facts that I learned about the Grand Canyon whilst doing research for this video. The Grand Canyon National Park, which is located in Arizona, is over 277 miles long. It goes up to 18 miles wide and is over a mile deep. That's pretty damn big. Now, as interesting as the Grand Canyon itself is and how it's formed and everything, that's not what this video is focused on. In this video, I'm going to instead look at the surrounding area of the canyon, looking at landforms you might not have noticed is there unless you really knew what you were looking for. So now I'm just gonna stop stalling and I'm just gonna get into it. First up, we have wadis. Now, you may be asking, what is this? You know, like, what is this? I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke. I'm never gonna make that again. But to answer that question anyways, wadis are dry riverbeds that used to carry water, but you know, because it's a desert, it's hot, and there's not a lot of water anywhere, which means these are almost always dry. Now, I say it's almost always dry because just like every other river in the desert, this is an ephemeral river, meaning that it is mostly dry during the year and only has running water during or after some rainfall, which is quite rare because, you know, it is a desert. Next up, we have ventifats. These are rocks that have been shaped by the wind over thousands of years. The wind blows sand against a rock, polishing and sculpting it into a smooth, sometimes angular shape. This process is also sometimes referred to as sandblasting. Now, if you still don't understand what I mean by this, have you ever seen those like TikTok videos of sandblasting? If not, it's on screen right now, have a look at it. It's just really fast sand and it's super satisfying to watch. I could sit here all day and watch this.
Alex, can you please get on with the video?
Yeah, right, sorry. Another landform you will see at the Grand Canyon is called a zugan. These are isolated rock pillars that form when softer rock wrapped around tougher rock is eroded away, which means what's left behind is this sort of rock tower standing proudly above the landscape. Another landform you will see at the Grand Canyon is a yardang. These are long streamlined ridges formed by wind erosion. Over time, the wind wears away any softer rock, leaving behind smooth aerodynamic shapes. They almost look like little racing tracks for nature. And if we look around the Grand Canyon, we can also see there are open desert areas. Now, I hope the name is self-explanatory, but if it isn't, open desert areas are barren stretches of land just found in a desert. That's it, there's not much I can say about this one. Now, I'm about to reach the time limit that I set myself for how long this video can be, so I'm just gonna throw the last three at you because they're all pretty much the same anyway. And these three are plateaus, yes, that is how you spell it, mesas, and buttes. Now, a plateau is a large, flat-topped mountain. A mesa is a smaller, flat-topped mountain. And a butte is an even smaller, isolated, flat-topped mountain. They're all created exactly the same, erosion, as with most things in the desert. And these are some of the most iconic landforms that you find around the Grand Canyon. And with that, the tour is done. So thank you for joining me on this adventure, and hopefully you learned something, or if you didn't, you at least managed to revise on some knowledge that you've already learned. So with that, see you lot in the next video.